there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another day of Kit Conspiracy. This is day one using this kit, which is a pirate themed kit, using a collection from Cartabella called Pirates. And I am flipping through the papers here, trying to find a paper that I think goes with my photos. So I laid my photos out how I think I want them, and I put the whole stack behind, and then I just kind of flip through, as you see me doing here. I did both the front and the back. And what I came up with is these two pieces of paper. So I'm going to use this wood grain as well as the Shipwreck Island one. I am going to just be cutting the border out of there and using it on the wood grain. Today's layout is super simple, you guys. There's not a whole lot to it, mostly because these photos are kind of like support photos for a bunch of the other photos that I have already done. So I'm kind of doing my layouts out of order. The main layout is going to be on Sunday because I am stretching it for Stretch the Sketch, which is on Sunday. So I apologize that they are out of order, but yeah, that's what's happening. So these are kind of like the last of the photos that I'm going to be doing for the series of photos for this particular visit to this pirate museum in Nassau, Bahamas. So anyway, that's the plan. And if you're not sure what Kit Conspiracy is, I should kind of remind you, in case you're new here or haven't been watching all month long, MK and I choose a kit to use for a week. And each week in the month of April and November, we switch kits. So we have basically pretty much 6 days to use a kit, because one day is always a kit share. And if you missed that, you can go back to yesterday's video, and there is a kit share of what we have in this kit that we are using from today, Wednesday, until Monday, and then Tuesday there will be a new kit share for the last kit of the month. So that's how this works. We started out doing this because we both had a lot of old stuff in our stash, and we had the same items, but we scrapbook completely different. So we thought we would go ahead and see how we scrapbook different using the same products. And we don't have as much in our stash that is old. And so sometimes we purchase a kit, sometimes a kit, it could be an old kit. Like the one we're going to be using next week is actually an old kit. It's actually some of the papers are left over from, I think, the very first round of Kit Conspiracy that we ever did, but we're pairing it up with something else. So we'll tell you more about that next week. But anyway, that's kind of how this works. And we just really have a good time seeing what each other makes doing this. And we invite you to play along. You don't have to have the same products. You can have whatever products you want. If you have something that's similar, that's great. If not, that's okay too. But basically try to kind of stash bust a kit that you've got. And if you've got somebody else in your life that has the same products, it's always fun to see what they make. So we do have a Facebook group for it. You can go and check that out. The links are down below. And anyway, this layout is going to come together fairly quickly. So I've got these 3 photos. I'm trying to make sure the top photo and the bottom photo are kind of tucked into that framework. And then I have photos of the signage that was posted as well. And so I'm going to go ahead and put that on here to kind of bring it all together. Those are, so basically 5 photos on this layout, even though 2 of them are pretty small, but I'm okay with that. You can still read it. It's plenty readable, so no problem. And I'm not adding any journaling to this because, like I said, this is going to be the last layout that I actually have in this series of photos when they go in the album. There will be some journaling spots on some of the other ones. I actually already have 2 layouts in my album using photos from this particular day and this particular excursion that we did. And then I have photos that I will be doing for Friday and Sunday that are going to be leading into this page as well. And if you're not sure what what these photos are from, they're from a pirate museum in Nassau, Bahamas. And MK and I taught our first cruise class on this trip. So we taught a group of crafters, ran some classes on the at sea days, and then we had port days that we were free to go and do whatever we wanted. And so we also had Sandy from State Goddess over on this particular trip. So the three of us went and just touring the town on foot, and we came across this pirate museum. And so that's what we are documenting this week. Normally, we do not have the same photos to document with, but this week we happen to have those because we were together. So you never know what you're going to get with the two of us. So always kind of fun, I think, anyway. So I'm keeping it pretty simple. I've done some of the stickers. I've also, so the ship is a sticker, the parrot is a sticker, the skull and crossbones were cut, fussy cut out. There are other skull and crossbones like that, but they were much smaller. I wanted the big one, so I took the time to go ahead and cut it out. I'm going to cut out this compass because it's the size I want it. I don't know if there was a compass on the sticker sheet, to be honest with you, so I'm not worrying about that too much, but I like how it's coming together so far. And I am going to pull out some Dusty Attic chipboard pieces that we had. One of them is going to be a ship's wheel, and I'm going to use that on here with right next to the parrot. And then I have some gold pieces, they are pirate's gold, basically. But I made them a while back when I was doing another layout, basically. And I had some coins that I don't know if they were French or maybe they were, I don't know. They were either European or from Mexico. I don't even remember which ones I used because I had the whole handful of them out. Coins that my husband's family had collected when they traveled when he was young. And so basically I took them with a foiled paper and I kind of brandished over the top of them and kind of picked up the imagery from them and turned them into coins that I could use on my layout that were really just made out of foiled paper. So that you're going to see me add those right next to the compass. The ship's wheel here is, again, a piece from Dusty Attic. We had a piece in this kit that we are using for this week. And I just used some Nuvo mousse on top of it. And now my mousse is super dry. It's not really mousse anymore. I do go periodically and spritz water into my mousses to keep them so that I can kind of run my paintbrush over the top and pick up the pigment and the metallicness, is that even a word? The metallic properties. But I don't really, it's not anything that I could like pull out with a spatula and spread through a stencil at this point in time. So it's okay. It is what it is. It does the job. And that's what I used on the ship's wheel. And then I just tucked those coins in there next to the boat. That is it, you guys. I kept it, again, super simple, very easy today. Come back on Friday and Sunday if you want more complex layouts. But, you know, they can't all be complex, right? Some of them can be simple. And that's what today is. So thank you so much for watching. Go check out MK's channel and give her a little bit of love as well. I will be back again on Friday with another one for you. So come back and check that out then. Thanks for watching. Hit that thumbs up if you don't mind, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.